Guess who's back? Okay, it's your girl. Welcome to Real Talk and Healthy Food. So right now we're gonna do a little real talk. We're gonna talk about this Cheeto Trump. And so basically he's declaring war on poor people and poverty stricken families. And so this happened a long time ago, but I caught it on an article on Being News, and I went into it a little bit more, just reading different articles and watching different videos from, I don't know, The Daily Show to CNN to old videos from 2017 where people were already hip to the game. I mean, because that was one of the first things he said when he initially ran and all these things, right? So, and one of the rules that I recall, because at one point I was on food stamps too, and I would get on food stamps if I needed it. I never was like thirsty for the stamps because I was kind of like doing my own thing. But like, so one of the rules that I recall changing when they said making it difficult to waive the rule that able bodied adults without children must work 20 hours, which I personally didn't see anything wrong with that. The thing that's fucked up about that is from personal experience is when your broke ass ain't got no job, you can get 100 and something dollars, like almost $200 in food stamps. But soon as your broke ass get your job, they cut your shit down to like $37. Now I'm single, I don't got no kids or nothing, but $37 for who? Like, what are you talking about? $37. And that's what they do. Back in the day when I was 18 and shit, it was kind of like they set up the system to make you a loser. If you didn't work and you wasn't doing nothing, you really couldn't get no help. If you wasn't squeezing out no bunch of kids, you couldn't get no help. And I remember that bitch gave me I think it was like $26, and she was like, well, if you had kids, this and that. I was like, so you mean to tell me at 18 years old, because I'm out here working with two jobs and I'm asking for help, that I only get 20 something dollars? I was just like, girl, I threw that card and was out the door and went on about my business. Okay, so I felt like that kind of benefit was some bullshit in the first motherfucking place. You feel me? So they're saying by April 1st, 2020, there will be a 120-day period for allowed assistance. And in short, this is going to restrict millions of people, those with disability, children with free or reduced lunches, and people that are on food stamps and already working, as I was saying before. So the one of the justifications that they had was to stop fraud. This is a non-existing problem. They are making shit up, and for the people who are well kept and are on point and don't have money and don't gotta struggle and shit, that got money and don't have to struggle and shit, they're trying to criminalize and make poor people look like they're dangerous, and sensationalize this shit to where the suburban comfortable people in America are looking at the poor like, pull yourself up by the bootstraps. I had to. Well, sometimes it's not that motherfucking easy, okay? So how's a motherfucker who's hungry as shit gonna go to some job interview, can't wash their ass, their water turned off, their lights turned off, they about to get kicked out. They're gonna try to do whatever the fuck it is that they gotta do to eat, okay? And take care of what they gotta take care of. And on this point, I'm gonna come to you, white folks, because y'all gonna be the ones who's feeling this the most. Y'all the ones who's really on food stamps. They try to put it out there like women that look like me are the food stamp queens and the welfare queens, but really it's the white bitches that's the ones that's squeezing the economy dry. If since that's how they want to put it. So what I found very interesting is how the government gives these corporations all these millions of dollars and how they protect all these rich people, that and waging war on the homeless, making it illegal to be homeless. Like, where the fuck they gonna go? And meanwhile, they're giving millions and billions to these corporations. Like, that's what I don't get. And they claim to be these super intelligent people, and I just don't see it. You feel me? Your Harvard degree don't teach you that zero times zero equals motherfucking zero. Your Ivy League degree is not informing you that, the war on the homeless is fucked up. With all those millions, you would think a motherfucker would buy a clue. All I'm trying to say and point out is that, it's not the same for everybody, and you don't know what somebody may be going through to what got them to where they are. And soon it's going to be your family members giving you that call, knocking on your door, asking you for money in the same boat. So, no one is immune to this. No one is exempt from this very, very human experience. Now let's look at the figures. The final totals in our budget are 59 billion, 3% of the total federal budget for regular welfare, and 92 billion, 5% of the total federal budget for corporations. So the government spends roughly 50% more on corporate welfare than it does on these particular public assistance programs. Should we spend less on corporate welfare or on social welfare programs? And that is the question that I'm presenting to you. These motherfuckers is giving already rich motherfuckers $19 billion and coining it corporation welfare. Meanwhile, a motherfucker that can't put $1.75 to ride the bus to an interview, they're spending less than half than that. Like, that is the most ridiculous, retarded, stupid, selfish, evil shit I have ever heard in my life. And you would think that somebody who has spent all that money on a college education with those figures would realize that is retarded budgeting. That's like me spending $100 on Jordans and $20 on groceries. Like, where they do that at? That's stupid as fuck. That's like me making $500, spending $400 on clothes, and the rest on drugs, and then I ain't got shit to pay my rent with. That's like me making $200, spending all my money on crack, and then I can't pay my rent, and I'm looking around at everybody, wonder what the fuck I'm gonna do and where am I gonna live with my big grown ass. That's retarded. That's retarded. And to me, it looks like we got a whole bunch of retarded motherfuckers running the country. So, am I bugging? Let me know. You leave your comment down below. Ensure that you like. Make sure you subscribe and hit your girl up. I'll check you on another one.